Hi, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, and I'm very excited to share our masterclass with you today because the summer solstice is almost here, or maybe when you're watching this, it's finally here. And this masterclass is going to cover how to upgrade your vibration using the transformative summer solstice fire power energies to break free from blocks, regenerate your spirit, and experience positive, abundant shifts in your life fast. And that's the key with the summer solstice energies. Everything is an active energy, everything moves really quickly, so you can see shifts very quickly in your life if you follow the guidance in this video. And we're going to cover everything that you need to know and some little secrets that others don't know too. In this video, we're going to cover what the summer solstice energy actually is and how it can seriously upgrade your vibration. We're going to share 8 signs the summer solstice energies are already frazzling you, and this is super common in spiritual awakening. We get negatively affected by the summer solstice energies too when we're energy sensitive, but we're going to share how to move through that. 8 glowing benefits of the summer solstice fire power energies so that you know exactly what to expect and what you can get from this, and 3 steps to break free from blocks, regenerate your spirit, and experience positive, abundant shifts in your world. As I always say, fast. The fire power energies of the summer solstice move quickly. So with that quick energy, let's move into explaining a bit more about it. Now, the summer solstice is your once a year only vibrational upgrade. It's rich firepower, spiritual regeneration, and life shifting positivity. And it's here. It's here, or as I say, depending when you're watching this, it's almost here. Now, the earth is tilting towards the sun. That's tilting towards the energy of the sun, and that gives our souls this very, very rare, once a year only opportunity of awakening even further than we already have. It's using that potent, incredibly high frequency, life-giving energy. It's very, very high frequency. But the challenge that we have with that is that unfortunately those same fiery high frequency energies and flames, if you will, can also do some serious energetic damage to those of us who are going through spiritual awakening if we're not appropriately prepared. And that's because the summer solstice energies are so high frequency. It's different than anything we experience throughout the entire year. It may be different than anything you actually experience in your awakening. They are so high frequency that they can seriously frazzle and overstimulate our already overloaded sensitive energies. When we're going through spiritual awakening, our energies are completely and utterly frazzled because we're working with high vibrational energy all the time. And that causes all manner of different spiritual symptoms and signs, which I'm sure you're familiar with, that can really throw us off course. And worse than that, if your energies get overloaded by the summer solstice fire power energies, they can't absorb any further. So the summer solstice could pass you by like just another day, another sun cycle with nothing really happening, and it's not going to allow you to really integrate the positive life transforming energies of the summer solstice. So therefore, we need to reduce our sensitivity to that high vibration, and we need to teach our energies how to integrate that higher frequency for maximum absorption. And when we do, we can be purified, we can feel renewed, we can be transformed by its rays, and we can spiritually awaken to levels that are even higher than before using that high frequency. So even more than that, these adjustments can ensure that you will align with the summer solstice energies and reap all of its zesty benefits every single year. You can set it and forget it, and we're going to talk about how you can do that so that every year you don't even need to make any changes. Your energy is in alignment with those high frequency vibrations, and you can get the most out of them every single time. So let's get into the information. So let's talk first of all about what the summer solstice actually is. And we'll talk about some benefits of it as well. Now, it's an annual event where the earth tilts towards the sun, and it provides us with one day a year, only one day a year, when the sun is at its most powerful. And that's usually around the 21st or 22nd of June every single year. And that simply means that it's the longest day of light that we get throughout the year, and it holds considerable spiritual significance. There's a reason why so many previous civilizations celebrated this event every single year. Now, the sun is made entirely of fire, So throughout the time of the summer solstice, we can soak up all that intense, electrifying, energizing, exhilarating energy, but we've only got 24 hours to do it. So it's a time of plenty, it's a time of expansion, it's a time of passion, movement, progress, and positivity. This is where things can really shift. It's a time to uplift yourself, to uplift your energies, to feel replenished, and to fuel your fire for the year ahead. So it's only one day, but if you can really tune into that, what you're going to find is that you kind of get the energetic download and the boost that you need to keep you going, because I know what it's like in spiritual awakening. There are times where you wonder if you have enough to keep going, if you even can keep going. How can I keep moving through this? I'm exhausted, I'm depleted, I don't have anything left. This is when you need to tune into the fire power energies. This is when you need that energetic download to really boost you and help you move forward, and it can do so much for you. It's a wonderful energy. Don't miss it. So we have 8 glowing benefits for the summer solstice fire power energies. Let's talk through some of the things that you can expect if you align with it in the right way. So it awakens your spirit with a life-giving boost of super high frequency energy, and that you get a full 24 hours of that. A full 24 hours, it's like being plugged into a charger. You get 24 hours of that boost. It will regenerate a tired spirit with that life-giving energy. It can transform your life experience, because what it does is it melts away the blocks, it clears the blocks from your energy, and it starts to usher in the energies of progress and positivity. Remember what I said, it's an active energy, it's moving all the time. It brings motivation to catalyse action, quick changes and shifts in your world. Everything starts to move really, really quickly, and it will clear stagnant, slow or stuck energies, and that's in your soul and in your life. So anywhere you feel stuck in a rut, whether it's in your awakening or in your life experience, it can help to shift that up. It's going to help you receive intuitive spiritual insights, inspiration and fresh ideas, because that energy is a direct connection to source. So you're opening yourself up to inspiration, you're opening yourself up to solutions, you're opening yourself up to things that you maybe hadn't considered, ideas, other ways of looking at things that just kind of hit like a little bolt of lightning. It's a really interesting experience. You're also going to feel energized and happy with a renewed zest for life. This really invigorates your energy, and it generates an abundant harvest in your life in all different types and forms. So it's really about tuning into that energy to cultivate the things that you want to see in your life over the next few months. It really allows that energy to move in through the summertime. It is a truly energetically electrifying event. I can't state that enough. But it's only here for one day, so please don't miss it. It is a huge opportunity for shifts in your life and in your awakening too. Now, the interesting thing is that while it only happens once a year, there is a time frame that it tends to affect us. So usually we start seeing, unfortunately, negative signs and symptoms from about 2 weeks before to about 2 weeks after the summer solstice. Remember I said it's usually the 21st or 22nd of June we're looking at. It is such an energetically charged day that it impacts your being, it impacts the light in your heart, and most especially it impacts your emotions when the sun is closer to the earth. And unfortunately, despite that being such a positive day, a positive and exciting event for so many, for energy sensitive beings like us, it can really create a whole host of symptoms and signs that are difficult to deal with. And as I said, they can begin anywhere from 2 weeks before to 2 weeks after. So you could have a month in the summer where you're just a bit off. It's just not quite flowing for you. Let's talk about some of the signs that these summer solstice energies are already affecting you. So number one would be feeling tired or exhausted. That's generally the way that it begins. You start to feel a bit tired, a bit fed up. There's not really a lot of energy left, and it becomes quite difficult. You might feel like an emotional mess. So your emotions might change suddenly, but you might feel like an emotional mess all of a sudden. You might feel moody, you might feel off, or you just know that something's not right, but you might not know why. You could feel stressed or overwhelmed. You could feel wired, overly energized, or that things are moving too fast. That would be a sign. If things feel like they're moving too fast, if time is moving too quickly, you get that sense you're really connecting into the negative aspect of these energies. You might know that things need to improve or change in your life, but you don't know or feel unable to be able to change them. You could experience energetic sensations. This is really common. Energetic sensations of heat. So you might sense burning, heat waves, sweating, or that kind of inner fire where you're just too hot and uncomfortable. And that could also be if you're in a place that isn't hot, because I know here in Scotland it's not often very warm outside, but you can sense that summer solstice energy. You might have discomfort or feeling too open up here in your crown chakra. This is so common. I see it all the time in my clients. What happens is the summer solstice energies almost blast the crown chakra open. It can be like an energetic injury almost. And that would make you feel disorientated, off balance, dizzy, ungrounded, and even burnt out. So if you resonate with even one or more of the signs above, it's quite likely that the summer solstice energies are already affecting you. But don't worry, even though it can be challenging, it means that the summer solstice energies are getting through, but they're just getting through in a negative way. So we need to adjust that just a little bit so that you can get the positive aspects without getting burnt out because you're sensitive to the energies. There's definitely something that we can do. And you need to remind yourself that even though there are challenges here, which we can change, it does signal the start of a new season. It's a very, very sacred event. And it's a time of abundance, it's a time of triumph in the light over dark. There's a lot of really wonderful things about the summer solstice, and it just can make shifts so quickly in your life that it's worth it. You need to find that way to tune in without getting scorched, ultimately. Now, fortunately, we have a 3-step system that you can use for that. Now, we will always tell you all the information you need to know about an event, and then what is the best thing to do to move through it. Now, like I said, it's a very charged day, so a lot of people will be celebrating the summer solstice. A lot of people through history have celebrated the summer solstice. For most people, it will pass like just another day, and they'll celebrate it, they'll enjoy it. They won't really feel any particular difference, and it definitely won't negatively impact them, usually. But for those of us who are going through spiritual awakening, it's challenging, and we really need something to help us move through that energy so that we can get the most of it without being thrown off balance, because that does happen a lot. So we have a simple, tried and true, a 3-step system that you can use, and let's go into it now. So step number 1 is grounding. And I know everyone kind of groans when they hear that grounding. It's kind of boring. No, grounding is so vitally important throughout the summer solstice energies, and the firepower energies of that summer solstice are quite possibly the highest energy frequency that you'll experience in an entire year. As I said before, maybe even in your entire awakening. They are something else. They're really high frequency. It's direct connection to source. Now, like I said, although this is an exciting event and it's full of all these wonderful opportunities to awaken even further and to get all the benefits, unfortunately, the extremes of that high frequency energy are such a high level that they can have that detrimental effect on energy sensitive individuals like you and me. Now that leaves us frazzled, it's going to leave us feeling overwhelmed and ultimately unable to absorb the benefit of those wonderful glowing energies that really make the difference and reinvigorate our energy and our spirit. So grounding is an absolute must at the time of the solstice, and I would say it's not even just the day of the solstice. If you are energy sensitive, you want to be practicing grounding anywhere from 2 weeks before to 2 weeks after the date of the solstice, to make sure that you keep your energies, well cared for and in balance. So do it in whatever way works for you. Maybe you want to walk barefoot and feel the earth under your feet. Maybe you want to feel the softness of the grass or how cold the mud is under your feet. You can use tea tree oil in your space or through your aura. Put a few drops in the hand, as long as your skin's okay with it. Running it through your aura and through your auric field can just help to kind of reground your energy. But watch out, because other types of oils can be ungrounding to those of us going through spiritual awakening. You can look it up on our site if you want to know more about that, spiritualawakeningscience.com. Or of course you can use one of our grounding energy healing meditations to do that for you if you need that. Step 2, once you're grounded, and you need to do them in order, once you've gotten grounded, step 2 is to reduce your sensitivity to these high frequency energies. Like I said before, most people can enjoy the summer solstice without really having to think about it. It doesn't really impact them, certainly not in any negative way. But unfortunately, for those of us who are going through spiritual awakening and we're so in tune with our energies, it does tend to throw us off. It really does imbalance us in quite a way because we're so sensitive to those high frequencies. Now, we feel the energy so tangibly that it can give us all these different signs and symptoms, like I mentioned before, because our systems are desperately trying to keep up with that high frequency. So it's quite exhausting. So what we need to do is reduce our energy sensitivity levels so that we can enjoy the fire power rays without getting scorched, without getting burnt out, without getting all those awful symptoms and being thrown off course. If we align with it and we merge with that energy, we can do it effortlessly. And instead of being disrupted by it, then we can really get the most out of it. We can be sure to absorb the fire power energies rather than being thrown off course, being imbalanced, having crown chakra issues and all the rest that goes with it too. So that's the most important thing. Grounding, then reduce the sensitivity. And then you want step 3, which is to actively tune into the fire power. Now, this energy only shows up once a year, and I'm going to keep saying that because it's such a special event. I really don't want you to miss it. It is huge in your spiritual awakening to be able to feel those energies. You want to make the most of it and really honour that. Now, while it is vibrantly powerful, if you don't actively reach out and call upon these energies and align with them, the solstice can pass you by just like any other day, any other sun cycle, and you miss it. That once a year chance that you get, you can miss it. It's a time to meditate, whether for 5 minutes or 50, to honour the sun, to give gratitude for its life-giving rays, to set intentions in that fire power for the goals that you want to achieve going forward, and ultimately to pray for an abundant harvest. That's really what it's all about, setting your intentions and really deciding what it is you hope to cultivate in your life. If you can follow these steps, you can be sure that you will be energized and invigorated by the brightness that the summer solstice can bring. Now, you can go alone, or if you prefer, you can use our brand new energy healing meditation that will complete all of the steps that we've just listed for you, and it will also activate your inner fire power. So we're doing an activation through this one as well, and even more. You just relax for 20 minutes and you let the guides make all the energetic adjustments that you need and all the activations so that you are ready for the summer solstice energies, and it's been specifically tailored to you and your energy. This isn't just a blanket meditation. The guides are working to adjust the levels for you. But the main thing is, I'll tell you more about that in a moment, I want you to enjoy the sunrise and the sunset if you can on June 21st. If you can find a peaceful place like a beach, the top of a hill, even a field, to take in those colours, that magic, that energy of the sun's glow, it is really wonderful if you can do that. But I also want to say that many of us might not have that option, and that's okay. The summer solstice energies are all around you. It's a vibration. You don't have to actively be outside under the sunshine to really get that. You can get these wonderful blessings whether you're inside or outside, and whether it's sunny or not. And that is a welcome relief to us here in Scotland because it's usually cold and it's usually cloudy. So it doesn't matter. It's all about the vibration and the energy. Whether you meditate inside or outside, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can still get the benefit of the frequency that's being beamed onto the planet. So let's have a little recap of what we've learned so far. So the summer solstice, your once a year vibrational upgrade of rich fire power, spiritual regeneration and life-shifting positivity is here, or depending when you're watching this, almost here. But unfortunately, the same high frequency flames that we're talking about can frazzle and overstimulate our energies. And it makes it difficult for us because we end up getting all these different signs and symptoms. We get crown chakra problems, we get ungrounded, and we start to really struggle with our emotions and our energies. So what we need to do is we need to reduce our sensitivity to their high vibration, and we need to teach our energies how to integrate that higher frequency for maximum absorption. When we do that, we can be purified, we can be renewed, we can be transformed by these rays to spiritually awaken to even higher levels than before. We've got 8 glowing benefits, which is that it awakens your spirit with a life-giving boost of super high frequency energy for a full 24 hours, once a year chance. It will regenerate a tired spirit. It will transform your life experience by melting away blocks and ushering in progress and positivity. It will bring motivation to catalyse action, quick changes and shifts in your world. You won't believe how fast this can shift. It clears stagnant, slow or stuck energies, especially if you feel that you're stuck in a rut. You'll receive intuitive spiritual insights, inspiration and fresh ideas too. You'll feel energised and happy with a renewed zest for life, and it generates an abundant harvest in your life in all different forms. And then we've got 8 signs that the summer solstice energies are already affecting you. So these are the negative signs that we want to look out for, that we can then use the 3 steps to get over. So you might feel tired or exhausted. You might feel a bit of an emotional mess. You might feel off and not know why. You might feel stressed or overwhelmed. Feeling wired, overly energised, or that things are moving too fast, time's moving too quickly, knowing that things need to change or improve but feeling unable to do that, experiencing energetic sensations of heat, so burning, heat waves, sweating, inner fire, discomfort or feeling too open up here in that crown chakra, which is very common, feeling disoriented, off balance, dizzy or ungrounded. You can even feel burnt out. We don't want any of those, but don't worry, if you follow the 3-step system, you'll be absolutely fine, and you'll also get great benefits from it too. So the 3 steps are: step 1, you need to ground your energies. Step 2, you need to reduce your sensitivity, very important. And step 3, you need to actively tune into the firepower, or it will just pass you by like any other day. You need to call upon those forces and that firepower. And remember, it's only here for one day. Don't miss it. Now, if you want some help with that, the good news is you don't need to go to energy healers, you don't need to train, you don't need expensive repeated sessions. If you are ready to be activated by the summer solstice right now, you can check out our brand new energy healing meditation, the Summer Solstice Salutation Meditation. And it is specifically created to help you to absorb the rich firepower energies of the summer solstice, to reduce your solstice sensitivity and to activate your inner brightness for positive, abundant changes in your world. And as I always say, it works fast. Now we can get started in about 10 minutes time. You won't find an energy healing product like this anywhere else. Our meditations are a special mix of meditation and energy healing activations, so that you can experience something that is specifically tailored to your energy. And I work with a collection of high vibrational spirit guides who are dedicated to helping us on the awakening pathway. And when you listen to these energy healing meditations, they'll go to work on your behalf, making adjustments and tailoring it specifically to you, your energy and your spiritual awakening. So they're really wonderful. You can use them again and again from your own home, and you can heal more and more layers as you go on and at your own pace. So they really are a fantastic tool for those of us going through awakening and wanting to heal and clear further. So this meditation is going to help you to absorb the rich firepower energies and transformative life-giving rays of the summer solstice. It's going to help you to be energetically activated by the dynamic summer solstice firepower. It's going to clear out sluggish, slow and stagnant energies that are slowing your life's progress or maybe keeping you stuck in a rut. It's going to let you be nourished and energised to cultivate your inner brightness. It's going to reduce energetic sensitivity to maintain balance and avoid burnout throughout this powerful annual shift. It's going to regenerate your spirit with these igniting firepower energies at any time throughout the year. And it's going to activate your inner light and fire to ignite passion, initiate action and direct positive, abundant changes in your world. It really is very powerful to use at this powerful annual event. Take a look below and see if it resonates with you.